How's it going? I'm James from Concealed Nation. Today we're going to talk about a little known pistol that sadly doesn't get as much attention as it deserves. It is the Astra A-100, which you may be surprised looks extremely similar to the 6-hour P229. We'll get into that.
All right, here we go. Dang it.
The Astra A-100 first saw its service with the Spanish military. It's been produced for quite some time, and it's an improvement upon some of the previous designs Astra has come up with. But let's be perfectly honest, Astra pretty much ripped off 6-hour P229 in almost every way conceivable. A couple features worthy of note. You have your slide release, you have your decocker, you have your magazine release. That's pretty much it. This is a very bare bones pistol. One feature that I found on this pistol, which I purchased used, was that once it is loaded, the magazine release will not release the magazine. So you can press it, and this is a loaded pistol. You can press the magazine release as often as you want. It's not coming out. The only way to unload it at this point is to rack the slide to the rear, and then you can eject the magazine. It's unloaded. There is no manual safety for this. So that means when the hammer is to the rear, it's going to fire if you pull the trigger, and there's nothing that's going to stop it. So that's why I always keep my finger clear and off the trigger, with this pistol, or any other pistol for that matter. But once the hammer is to the rear, it does have a very easy decocker. There, you're done. Disassembly for the Astra A-100 is pretty easy. Rack to the rear. Done. We're going to include a segment where I disassemble it for operator level maintenance. Because this is an extremely bare bones pistol, it doesn't have particularly streamlined sights. It's not really good for concealed carry. magazines hold 17 rounds. That means total capacity for this pistol could be considered 17 plus 1, which is pretty high capacity for a pistol. But then again, this was also designed for the Spanish military, not civilian use as much. In terms of how it fires, I fired the SIG Sauer P229 and I fired this pistol. In my mind, there's absolutely no difference between these two, outside of aesthetics and the pleasure of owning a SIG Sauer pistol. At the gun store, I picked this up for 300 bucks. A SIG Sauer P229 can easily run over 1,000. So for somebody who wants the combat viability of a 17-round full-sized combat pistol and being extremely precise with targeting, this is an excellent pistol choice. Most people haven't heard of the Astra A-100 because it's not a domestically produced pistol, it's not commonly available on the market, and most people just kind of throw it in the bargain bin when it gets to the gun store because nobody really has any demand for it. I found, however, by taking it to the range, that it performs surprisingly well, especially in comparison to pistols that I expect more out of, such as SIG Sauers, Glocks, or even my CZ75D, which, as you all know, I love. One thing that needs to be mentioned, because it is a single action, double action pistol, the first trigger pull on the Astra A-100 is going to be a little bit tougher than your normal trigger pull. However, if the hammer is already back to the rear, it's going to be silky smooth all the way through 17 rounds. Overall, I would never recommend the Astra A-100 for a concealed carry option. It is definitely an open carry option, great home defense pistol, all sorts of applications, not really concealable. It's going to stick out like a sore thumb. However, if you don't care, or you just like to carry a full-size pistol anyway, I would definitely consider it. Precision's everything, and safety is always important. Again, the only drawback I've seen with it so far is the magazine release, but it's one of those things where if you know it exists, you know how to rectify it. So these are a discontinued line, which means getting replacement parts or fixing anything on it is going to be extremely hard. When I was looking to purchase additional magazines for the Astra A-100, I ended up having to go through gunbroker.com and try my luck there. And the magazine prices wildly vary because availability for them is pretty limited. So in conclusion, Astra A-100, if you see it available, pick it up. If you liked hearing about strange European pistols that are no longer in production, make sure to put a comment down in the comments section. We'll try to get to it. I know I saw a Zastava, old Yugoslavian pistol at the gun store. I'd love to just have an excuse to go pick it up, but honestly, if no one's interested in finding out about strange European pistols, then I guess I'm gonna have to call it a day. Thanks.